Hello everybody and welcome to a update on the layout this time. I felt the need to do this video because there have been some quite nice changes gone on, and as you can probably tell, we're mainly focusing on this area of the layout today. Nothing else really has gone on, it's all around here. And we've had a bit of a change in the art now. I know it's quite small, but you'll notice there are 3 lines of entry now. The crossing has been taken up. That point is there because I'm actually going to get a second point like these two and put it there. So we will have a crossover still, but I just put it there and put some railway gangers around just for a bit of a feel whilst it's up, because I don't know when I'll be getting it. And I thought I'd give you an update. But firstly, I've just noticed I best not move that train whilst it's like that, because that couple's come out. These are the Dapol wagons. This is the North Yorkshire Moors one, and the coupler is decided to slide out. So I'll have to address that before I try and move that train. But anyway, yeah, the sidings are a bit short because you see this is the longest one, and there's the black 5, the 4 vans, and there's a bit of a gap at the end between them, and just at the end there, so a lot could be stored in that siding. But here are the drawers in which my clothes are located, and I'll move them eventually, and I'll extend it all the way to that back wall here, so it'll come up right up against the skirting board, obviously where the drawers are here, but it'll come up so we'll have the lines coming through where the drawers are all the way to the end, so we'll have a nice sort of area to move, because I did have these 4th radius curves, quite big, quite nice running. I'm considering buying a couple more of these in the future and having my 3rd radius curves, which are these, replace the 2nd radius with the 3rd and put 4th radius as the outer track, because that would be a lot smoother. Because I mean, there's one lined up, and as you can see, it is a lot nicer radius than the 2nd. I mean the 3rd, sorry. It's a lot bigger radius, so things like the new Class 45 over there, which has just been running in, will will run a lot easier. And also will the 7F, which is over there, parked on its own, and I stuck a goods head code on it because I didn't run it with a goods train. Aren't I nice? Such a beautiful loco, and I stick it on a goods train. Needs to be dusted a bit. It's not been sat there for that long. I parked it there yesterday. And something about that I forgot to mention, because I'm getting a debit card, so all this will be a lot more controlled. I'll know what to do, because in the past I've just had to keep money in my bedroom, and that's not an ideal situation. So I'm getting a debit card, so I'll have a bank account that I can easily access, so it'll be a lot easier. Blah 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 blah. That's not important. Forget about that. But I'm gonna get myself some white metal casted crew for the 7F, some LMS ones, because Dark Castings, I'll put a link in the description to their page. I've not bought anything from there, but they do look quite good. They do sell packs, and they sell a pack of logo crew, the driver and fireman. It's either right hand or left hand drive, and one of which is for the LMS. Depends really, for the LMS sort of crew salt. But unfortunately, they've sold out of that pack, and I think they're selling them individually. So if they are, I'll just have to buy them that way, because they're not selling them together for some reason. But yeah, I'll have to sort that out, because I'd like some crew for the 7F. But here's the black 5 from yesterday, just sat in the yards, because I've always been a shunter personally. The first proper layout I had was a little wool yard. That was years before I started YouTube, by the way, years. I was about 7 when I had that. And it was a superb layout, but it was a bit complicated for that age. Me and my dad hadn't really thought about it too well, and we just sort of done it. But that's where the Pug, the Barclay 040 and the J94, that's how they got their place. They were the 3 engines I had working there. That was on DC. They're gone now. Long time, while ago that. But anyway, I wanted a yard for shunting, mainly to give this little thing some more purpose, because that's the whole reason I bought the Ginty for a shunter. and we wanted it to have purpose. This has been oiled, by the way, because the gears have been oiled. And my little brother did that because he's quite good at stuff like that. So I took it apart, I took the body off and he oiled it up. We ran it in, blah blah blah. Cleaned the wheels, it runs quite well. But yeah, the layout is coming at quite a nice stage now. The loops are big. They are really big. I can run a decent sized train on them now, and I am very, very happy with the layout at the moment, because I can remember when this layout first came into existence. It started with a little Hornby train set. I got it for £45, and as the way with any layout, it starts with a little train set and expands into something big. And I went back, because I did that, I bought that train set, it started out, and then I went through to the modern era and was very unsettled, didn't like it, didn't really enjoy it. And, I lost interest in the modern era and came back to Steam and sort of 60s era, and boy am I happy I did. I really am, because I had all this rolling stock already, so that was just sitting there gathering dust and not being used. And if I'd still been in the modern era, you'd probably be, you'd be looking at just, that's, because if I'll just compare the engines to their modern equivalents that I'd probably have, that'd probably be a Class 66, that would be the 08 I had, that would probably have been the 37, and that'd probably be a 47 or a 57, something like that. That's all I'm going to say, And besides with modern, it's quite limited modern railways, because they just, back from the 96, he's got a fantastic layout. I think it's brilliant, but with modern, there's quite a few limited things you can do, because you can't just have like one random. You can't have a signal box and a random short siding, whereas with Steam eras you can. And speaking of signal boxes, I'm going to have to replace that little one over there. That is the first card kit I ever did. I got it free in a magazine and I thought I'd do it because I needed a signal box. But I hope to buy a Bachmann Scenicraft one. Bachmann Scenicraft, like the station buildings over there. Yep, look, you're looking at the maddest cruise trip. Now, I'm addressing SDJR 7F88 here. If you're watching this, mate, you're bound to be, so hello, nice to be speaking to you through a video. You are a model of the Somerset and Dorset. Please tell me, this is just not your typical commuter train. When you've got a Colic Goods pulling a Gresley Teak and two Great Western suburban coaches. I don't think you'd see that every day, but I just basically, with the stage of the layouts at passenger coach wise, I'm just basically sticking anything together and running it, sending it. The only uniform train, I do sometimes run the uniform trains, but the position with the Gresley Teaks is they are expensive. I will be getting a second one. That'll probably be the next coach purchase I make. If not, it'll probably be the next bit of rolling stock out of locos and rolling stock. Probably be the next thing. I'll get another Teak coach. Just this is just a bit of an extension to the general update. So yeah, points wise, you can see where the 45 is now. That's kind of sat on the point going to the yard. So that's been a big old boxy obstruction that it is. I'm just not letting anything out. But you can see this point here. If I just move UGT, the point here will basically come, and then this small straight section of track will be another point identical to this one. One of these. I can't even tell. I think it's a right-hand point. Just saying, I know my left and rights, but from the angle I'm at, I can't quite tell. Left, right, don't matter. Another one like this, it'll come and they'll connect up. So there'll be it's going to be quite a nice thing. It's a busy junction, so I'm going to get quite a cool signal box for that. So yeah, that's going to be the junction area we'll have here. We'll have the junction coming up to there. And also, you can see that little straight piece of track there. That's a Pico one. That's just filling that gap to make it look better. But I'm going to do a bit of experimenting. I'm going to go down to the model shop sometime, and I'm going to experiment, because Pico do streamline points. They have short ones. Pico do short points like that, medium, and then long. And my dad on his layout used Pico's sort of really good points. You could run things over them at considerable speed. Now, I'd like some of those for my crossover, but the one problem is, I'm just trying to find one. Right, these two here, you put them together. If I just put the camera down a minute, I'll just slot them together, because I need this as an example. If they'll even go together, I don't know. They don't seem to be liking each other today. I've never been good at putting track together. There you go. Roughly put together. But those two little sections together will make this the length of your standard Hornby track, and I've kind of broken it. Oh, I'm sure that was always weak. I'll fix it later. But anyway, yeah, that makes your standard length of Hornby track. Pico points are short. They're shorter than that. Even the large ones are a lot shorter than that. I'll have to. Oh god, I'm gonna have to fix this now. Ginty, look after it. Will mate. Just put on your boiler. Just set the boiler. Yeah, they make your standard length of track. And Pico points are big enough to reach that. That was the incredibly awkward point, because if you'll excuse that, so I was down that the top of points. That was an extremely crucial thing, and I didn't know what to do, because I just couldn't, because I prefer to use, because if I want to do some experimenting and see what lengths of short track, set track that Pico have like that, see if they'll make it up, because they can make, if I can make up the space with set track, then that's sorted. I'll just buy some set track, because if I can, if it is possible, I'd like to have the crossover and that point there replaced with some smoother points, and then obviously those two can go towards the yard in some way. But yeah, I'm going to stop now because I'm just starting to ramble on. But one idea I'm questioning and considering, and I thought I'd ask you guys on your opinion, which I seem to like doing. Anyway, I found in the cellar some fences. They're still down there, but some old fence sections that my dad used for the layout, my dad and I used for the layouts. Some old fence sections, and I don't know if I should get them, sort of just put the blue tack behind them and have them set up so they follow the track along and round the edge there of the yard. That's something I probably won't do, but I might do, I don't know. Anyway, yes, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go into the cellar, I'm going to work on the 45 and stuff like that, etc, etc. So anyway, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. This has been the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. God, it's a mouthful. Yes, the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway signing off. And before I go, I've had a recommendation by, again, SCGR7F88. Seems to be a very nice guy. You know, he's got a fantastic layout, and he says my layout, I should name it somewhere along the lines of the Somerset and Dorset. I have taken that idea into mass consideration. I've been thinking about it, and that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to go along those lines, but I just need to sort a bit of stuff out. You know, I'll deal with the name later. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.